What if every outcome that was possible to happen was a good outcome? What if every single possible outcome, let's say you're in a situation where you're in a public place or a party or something like that, a function of some kind where there's lots of people, you can have lots of interactions, and you are attached to either avoiding an undesirable outcome, that might be an awkward conversation, you coming across in a way that you don't like, or perhaps being too attached to a desirable outcome, what you want, which then means that because you're so attached to that thing, you're not able to truly appreciate the moment as well. Realistically, if we go with the approach that whatever happens, either whether it's your desired outcome or undesired outcome, every outcome is good and is working out in the way that it should be. Because if it's good and how you want it, then great. But if it's not, then you can learn from that, and from that you can make it good. So so if you're in a situation with lots of people, lots of interactions, it doesn't go quite how you want, that's still the right outcome. Or if you are in a sporting event, so this is applicable for me being a disc golfer, and I don't win, I come second or I come 20th, still the outcome that is meant to happen from what I can do with that. It's working out the way it should. Or I cold approach a girl and I get straight up rejected. That's a good outcome. That's the outcome. Every outcome is the right outcome, because I can take that and know that from that I can get better. I can learn from that. But even without the learning, just not being attached to a certain way of something going, just really allows you to appreciate it and really be in the moment. So I hope this can give a light to some people and help some people who are often anxious going into certain situations, like I've definitely been in my life, because you're scared of, you're trying to avoid it going a certain way, scared of it going this certain way. For me especially, having a stammer, always been trying to avoid the stammer coming out and stammering when talking to people, so trying to avoid that, or trying to be too attached to myself coming across in a certain way, in a cool way. Just let it be, just let it unfold how it unfolds naturally, and see what happens, and then go from there. And every outcome is the right one. Just to quickly add on to that, so often the thing we're avoiding is what our perception of us failing is. Trying to avoid what we think failure is, and by trying to avoid that for ourselves, we literally lock our minds onto that thing, and we start to think about that a lot more, and this leads to overthinking, and having that in the center of our mind or somewhere in our minds, just it leads us, points the compass in that direction. So be open to any outcome, and if anything, pre-frame some how you want it to go rather than what you don't want it to happen. Because if you do that, then your mind will more focus on the good things that you want. Thank you for listening.